In 1997, Russian engineers unveiled a fighter jet that looked like it was flying backwards. Western intelligence couldn't believe what they were seeing. This wasn't a mistake. It was a $70 million gamble that physics would bend before metal did. Every child draws a plane the same way. Pointy nose at the front, wings swept back, engines at the rear. It's become the grammar of flight itself. But the Sukhoi Bureau broke the rule. They swept the wings forward. It looked like something from a video game. It looked impossible. But the terrifying part for the West wasn't how it looked, it was how it moved. This plane could outturn an F-16 by 30 degrees. It could fly at extreme angles of attack that would make other jets stall and crash. Welcome back to Shadow Works. Today we open Season 2 with the Su-47 Berkut, the fighter jet that tried to rewrite the laws of aerodynamics, but ended up being ripped apart by them. Why would anyone put wings on backwards? It's not just to look cool, it's physics. On a normal jet, the air flows from the wing root to the tip. This can cause the tips to stall during a hard turn, making the pilot lose control. But on a forward-swept wing, the air flows inward, towards the body. This keeps the ailerons working, even at low speeds and high angles of attack. The result is super-maneuverability. The Su-47 could point its nose at an enemy incredibly fast. In a close-range knife fight, it was arguably the deadliest plane in the world. This wasn't just about dogfighting. The Cold War was over, but the arms race wasn't. Russia was bankrupt, and this was their bet on staying relevant. So if forward-swept wings are so good, why doesn't everyone use them? Because of a phenomenon called aeroelastic divergence. Imagine holding a ruler off the edge of a table. Push down, it bends. Now flip it over and push. It wants to twist and snap. That's what happens to forward-swept wings at high speeds. When a normal wing flies fast, the wind pushes the tips back. But on a forward-swept wing, the wind twists the tips up. The faster you go, the more it twists. The more it twists, the more lift it generates, which twists it even more. It's a feedback loop of destruction. At Mach 1.5, the wings literally try to rip themselves off the fuselage. To fix this, Sukhoi had to use advanced carbon fiber composites. They had to program the material to resist twisting in specific directions. Each wing cost more than an entire MiG-29. It was a masterpiece of material science. But it was a financial nightmare. Test pilot Igor Votintsov later said flying it felt like wrestling a dragon. Every maneuver was a negotiation between what the plane could do and what the wings could survive. But the Su-47 wasn't just an acrobat. It was a testbed for the future. It was the first Russian fighter to feature an internal weapons bay. Before this, Russian jets carried missiles on the wings. This creates drag and makes the plane light up on radar. By hiding the missiles inside, the Su-47 was taking the first steps toward becoming a fifth-generation stealth fighter. It was the grandfather of Russia's modern stealth fleet. Only one Su-47 was ever built. It never entered mass production. It never saw combat. The Russian Air Force decided that super-maneuverability wasn't worth the risk of the wings snapping off mid-flight. They took the technology, the internal weapons bays, the composite materials, the avionics, the thrust vectoring lessons, and put them into a new conventional shape. That plane became the Su-57 Felon. The Su-47 Berkut flew for 7 years, then was quietly retired to a museum. Only one was ever built. But every time an Su-57 fires a missile from its internal bay, every time it pulls an impossible turn, the Berkut is there, the ghost in the machine. Sometimes the most important planes are the ones that never go to war. The Su-47 was a failure, but it was a beautiful failure. It proved that sometimes you have to break the rules to see why they existed in the first place. The Su-47 tried to rewrite physics with exotic materials. But the Americans had a different idea, a fighter that could change its shape mid-flight. Join us next time as we investigate the F-14 Tomcat, the Top Gun legend that could swing its wings in mid-air. Subscribe so you don't miss it.